Well, that has a bit of a different impact. Jim Garrity, National Review Online today, the Buffett rule. Obama's out with the Buffett rule. And they're changing their tune on the Buffett rule. You know, the Buffett rule is to make sure that every millionaire pays at least a 30% tax rate. And everybody's run the numbers on this. And they have found out that the Buffett rule would raise an additional $5.1 billion. Okay, $5.1 billion. So the regime realized that number, that's not all that big. So the regime is saying it's not about raising revenue. No. The Buffett rule, we're not about closing the deficit. That's not the point of Buffett rule. No, fairness. The regime is acknowledging the Buffett rule will not reduce the deficit or the debt. They are now stressing that this is fair. It is more fair. In fact, right here in the Politico, the Obama administration emphasizing fairness over deficit reduction in its renewed pitch for the Buffett rule ahead of next week's scheduled Senate vote. Introducing a minimum 30% income tax on millionaires was never our plan to bring the deficit down, get the debt under control, said Jason Furman, the principal deputy director of the White House National Economic Council. No. And he had a conference call with reporters on Monday. He said, no. The Buffett rule was never about bringing the deficit down. This is not the president's entire tax plan. We're not trying to say this solves all of our economic problems, our budget problems. This is simple fairness. All right. Let's put this in perspective. The Buffett rule, a minimum 30% tax rate on millionaires. $5.1 billion. If every federal agency cut its budget by just 1%, we'd get $33.6 billion. Now, what makes more sense? A 30% tax rate on millionaires, class warfare, class envy, to generate $5.1 billion, call it fair. Or to simply cut 1%, which is getting rid of some paper clips. 1% cut in the budget of every federal agency would save $33.5 billion. Almost 7 times what the Buffett rule would generate in savings.